Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka Yamata. Today being Wednesday, the 25th of August, or the 18th of July in the 9th year of Chongluk. Let's begin, as always, with a bow to our Heavenly Parent and True Parent. Chariot, Kumbe. Pardon. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가전만세 3. 천일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 환족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongluk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. And I'd like to ask Greg Hansen if you could offer the opening prayer today. Thank you.
Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent, thank you as we turn our hearts and minds and soul, spirit to you and open ourselves in praying for inspiration and guidance and love and goodness so that we can help each other and be together in this moment. And throughout the pledge this morning, the pledge 3, we're talking of the 4 great realms of heart and dedicating ourselves to become filial children, express filial piety to our true parents and to you and to our own parents and in our lives generally. So we want to develop into real filial children and loyal spouses and patriots in our nation and become victorious sons and daughters, Jumbo victors. And so Heavenly Parent, thanks so much for this chance to learn and talk together. We offer you this time, pray and report this. And blessed Central family, Greg and Lisa Hansen. Aju.
Aju. Thank you. Let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he offers today to us. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this morning Hundoke. Today is also a beautiful morning. Let's put our heart and 심정 and chonsong devotion to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, and let's begin the day. So yesterday, there was a 9th year of True Father's Songfa anniversary. So did you attend this yesterday event? So it was really beautiful event. We could see that in this event yesterday, True Mother prepared, and there was several event or contents were prepared in the event. There was beautiful video and also reading the poem, musical and peace choir, and also the mother's message. So each session really is giving and reminding us our true Father. And through in the musical, we could see that true Father and true Mother are holding hand each other and hugging together, and to show really beautiful atmosphere and happy moment. And also there are several photos also from true parents' holy wedding time, each providential time period, and also until the true mother's times. That's why also when I saw those photo and musical, I felt those father's heart and mother's heart, and also tears also coming. How now true mother and true father had been leading the old providence, and how true mother has been leading the providence now. Now true father went to spiritual world. So after true father's ascension, who should take responsible about this providence? Already the era of responsibility of parents was ended, and now the children's era who have to take responsible. But now still true mother stand in the front line and leading the whole providence. So really I feel so sorry for true mother and even current situation. So during the mother's time, mother's message, mother also said, all blessed family and also the Chombo families. To becoming Chombo, this is our all blessed families' final goal. How we can fulfill to become Chombo. So now mother is take responsible, but also as the children, as the son and daughters, how we can unite with true mother, and also how we can fulfill our portion of responsibility. This is which true father is wishing to us, and this is the path also we should go together. Every morning we are reading our true mother's autobiography, Mother of Peace. So each person have a different feeling and different understanding or realization through reading true mother's autobiography, how we can really unite and connect with our true mother's heart and realize. That's why not only one time, not only two times, reading many times our true mother's autobiography, this is also important. So when you read that, you can receive different feeling and different understanding. I'm also sharing the message and also contents, but when you read and when you feel, when you gain different realization and also the new insight, you can also share to another brother and sisters and to join together this Fundoke more subjectly and also put your realization and give the inspiration. Then we can create more beautiful atmosphere. If we can invite more brothers and sisters and this place of our gathering to become the beautiful place of Heavenly Parents Holy Community, this is the place to share our heart. So we are the subject and we are standing here as the Heavenly Son and Heavenly Daughter, and we will fulfill together this Heavenly Parent dream with our true mother. So, and yesterday's message, some part true mother was also mentioning about true father. So she said, as the true father, you have to come down, and now from now on, true father more involved to the physical world and the providence, and he will take responsibility to solve those spiritual problems. Now there are many kind of group, spiritual group or separation. So mother also said, from now on, true father also come down and more involved to the providence in the physical world. So this is really a strong message. As the true parents, this true parents' mission is not only true mother and not only true father. This is both true father and true mother will invest and fulfill and have to conclude this providence. That's why mother is talking to true father. True father, come and fulfill that. So father, of course, doing in spiritual the doing the providence in the spiritual world, and also father come more involved to the providence in the physical world, to settle down the providence. So now already era was changed. Spiritual world and physical world are going and working together. And in order to restore the 7.8 billion people, the person who know the will, the person who know the principle and providence and heavenly parents, we are the one who stand in front and lead together. So mother emphasized that don't become unfilial son, don't become unfilial daughter. Please become the true Chombo family who can fulfill heavenly parents' dream, and please become true filial son and filial daughter and patriot, and let's create the kingdom of heaven, the God's nation of Chonilkuk, and let's become those person. So mother emphasized this point again and again and again. And in the end of this event, the ceremony, there was Ommanse. So have you seen the Ommanse? There are so many people come out and Ommanse together. Maybe I think around 8 people come together for reading Ommanse. So the person who representative of first generation, the Choniwon chairman also there, and the person who representative of second generation, the all regional director in Korea also joined together, and also the representative of the third generation, the young leader, youth leader come, and also representative of the women leader also joined together. So they are talking and say that message, and they are leading the Ommanse. So we could see yesterday ceremony is one of the determination or departure ceremony. From now on, we unite again, determine again, and to fulfill the providence. Tower 2022 and 2027. So the heavenly unified Korea next year, this is our first target. How we can contribute from each nation and also the region of Oceania. And in the same time, the settlement of heavenly parents, providence and heavenly unified world, how we can contribute. This part is our role. So Father said, unified world begins from Oceania. This word is not disappeared. We listen many times and we heard this message, and this message never disappeared. Still there is together. Mother's message to Oceania region. That's why unified world. Surely there is role which we can do from this place, and really open the way of unified world, heavenly unified world. So from this place, together with this heart of true father and true mother, we will go forward. So those message was yesterday's true mothers and the 9th year of true father Sonfa anniversary message. So with those message, let's have a new beginning. So today also, this is mother's message yesterday. So if someone didn't join or could not join yesterday, you could go to the peace link. Then there is video, so you can watch yesterday's event. So yesterday's event was really beautiful. Mother's message was also good. If you didn't join, please join and watch this video. So today also let's share about Mother of Peace. So yesterday was Anshil, our Reverend Seti, led the Fundoke yesterday. Thank you for Reverend Seti, your message. So he talks about the person who share in the UTS, right? And also sharing about the PCLC and Christian people, pastor and congregation. In Oceania is the Christian cultural realm or area. So we will deliver the message to Christian people and Christian pastor. We will share we will share the message of Jesus' heart and also Heavenly Parents' heart more. So we could see how Heavenly Parents has Heaven's wish and God's wish and Jesus' wish is there for Christianity, Christian community, and Christian nation. So in order to start off the providence of PCLC, Pacific Christian Leadership Conference, let's prepare well, and not only to prepare the inauguration ceremony, inauguration conference, but also we will prepare after the inauguration. Important thing is also after the inauguration. Not we are easy to focus on the inauguration and there is no activity. This is problem. We will prepare not only the inauguration and after that how we can also guide our Christian community, leaders and pastors and congregation. So we can see that. And the last part of our True Mother's autobiography, Mother mentioning about 훈지님's story and Hyojong and filial son and filial children. Even the person who sacrificed own life for own parents, those person is the filial son and filial daughter. And 훈지님 is the one who went through the way of filial child. So let's see the next part. Our eldest son, Hyojin, loved music. It is not an overstatement to say that Hyojin's influence is a major reason that many young people in the unification movement today are pursuing music. Being the older brother he was, he would always say, I am the filial son. His heart often seemed sad when he looked at me because I didn't have as easy a life as some of his friends' mother had. He used to comfort me by saying in a loud voice, Mom, when I grow up, I will do everything for you. So this is the story about Hyojinim. Maybe you met many times with Hyojinim. Yeah, Hyojinim's spirit is really also strong. And Mother is sharing about episode with Hyojinim. When we see the name of Hyojinim, you know Hyojin, Hyo is actually the Chinese character, the filial piety. So Hyojinim already kind of the child of filial piety. This is the meaning of Hyojinim. So he is really passionate person and really strong-hearted person, and in front of heaven, in front of three parents, he offered everything. Sometimes his heart, his emotion, his spirit was too strong and really over strong, but because of those heart, always he shared the vision and passion to our young peoples. And also through the music, he expressed the heart of Simjong, expressed the world of heart to the people. That's why in the beginning of the pioneering era, Mother also sharing beginning of the pioneering, beginning of our movement, how was difficult, even through family, even through Mother. That's why those difficult time, Hyojinim gave those words to mothers. So how True Mother was happy when Hyojinim share and concern our True Mother. In the early 1970s, after moving our family to America, we saw that many Americans did not respect Asian people. During that time, my husband and I ignored that attitude, but it truly hurt Hyojin's heart. There were people who laughed at us, as well as people who sympathized with us. Hyojin saw all of this. He knew that communists threatened his father, and even though he was only 12 years old, he would take off his jacket and say, I will fight those people to protect my father. So what was the atmosphere in America? What was the atmosphere in America in the beginning of 1970? Tremada also felt that the American people, some ignore or not respect our Asian people or true parents. And Hyojinim also hurt when he felt that feeling. Of course, not all American people is like this. Some people is love them, but some people also sympathize and also understand well and respect them. But when Hyojinim, maybe in the early time when Hyojinim went there and also to the family went there, they felt those feeling from the culture or atmosphere. So Hyojinim was observing and feeling everything. Whoever met the true father, whoever met the true mother, what kind of attitude, what kind of heart, what kind of motivation they have. Hyojinim was really sensitive and he felt everything those persons had. That's why Hyojinim also always felt and also determined like this. And in that era, 1970, 1980 was under the serious circumstances with communist group, and also their father was facing many challenging and dangerous situations because of terrorist or many kind of cases. That's why Hyojinim said, I will protect my father. So as the parents, own son share those message, how beautiful and how really happy if your children say and to protect and stand like this. So to mother also remember those moments. He gradually came to realize that it takes a lot of time before nations accept new teachings. He would think over and over again, isn't there a way to gather everyone as if in a whirlwind and convey the message to them all at once? Then one day he slapped his knee emphatically and cried, "This is it." He had found his answer. Rock music. He decided to move young people's hearts and guide them to the divine principles through music. So the parents continuously visited to the all states in America and in the world and gave the conference, gave the message, even to the parents, organized the bigger rally in America. So even continuously to the parents gave the message, but people and society was not easy to be changed at the moment or in instant moment. That's why Hyojinim also thinks so much how we can deliver, how he can deliver the God's message more and to give message to all young people and all people in the nation and the world. And finally, he found and realized that music is the one. Rock music is the one to give the influence to share the God's message, share and fulfill true parents' dream and God's dream. So this is really his determination, realization. That's why after that realization, he determined and he did. Along with leading our college activities opposing communism, he created a youth music culture in our church, including a professional recording studio at New York's Manhattan Center. At one point, he made a religious commitment to compose and record 10,000 songs in 3 years. No one can write and record with a band 10 songs in one day, but he did so every day for 3 years. Hyojin forgot about himself and focused on composing songs day and night. He believed that this expressed the heart of filial piety that made his parents happy, and he believed it was his mission to do this for the sake of the world. So with this determination, together with the activity in the college, also he really invested to compose and write and record the songs. So 10,000 songs within 3 years. And not only composing, singing, and recording. Maybe some of you have experienced to compose some poem, compose the song and music and something. So creating those things, really the person have to put all the heart to create in order to create that. Do you remember? Or can you imagine that? Maybe one time is possible, one day is possible. 10,000 songs for 3 years. 3 years is around 1,000 day, right? 1,200 day, and 10,000 music, 10,000 song meaning is one day, one day, 10 songs. So maybe it's possible to create only one day, but how many days he should have invested? Not only one day, not only 1 month or 1 year, 3 years continuously. Hyojin invested this one for 3 years, and he promised that in front of heaven. So really, if I imagine this determination, I'm really scared that promise God, I will prepare the 10,000 song. This is really his determination and commitment is really great. So during 3 years time, during composing time, even miss the one day, what's happened? Next day have to compose 20 songs, or next days have to create 30 songs a day. This is not really simple decision. He cannot be sick. He cannot have a time with friend. Maybe could not have the time with families, or cannot do anything. Everything he have, really he invested. So where is this motivation? Where is his starting point? Just one thing. I want to comfort. I want to support my father and my mother. I want to give happiness. I want to see smile and help my father and mother. This is his just only motivation and starting time. We could see many our children, each person have speciality, but our Hyojinim spirit and passion and really heart to give the happiness, attend to father and to mother. This word of heart is really strong. That's why our Hyojinim really invested a lot. So we have also those experience. Do you have those experience for our father and mother? And mother said, among his many songs, people love Let It Blow the most. With its lyrics, I must find the person that God wants me to be. My heart is beating like the sound of a train, running for your sake. More and more people were moved by Hyojin's songs, and the number of members grew. Satan was seething. Hyojin immersed himself day and night in writing songs, guiding his musician, recording and performing, as well as speaking to the members at Belvedere at 6 a.m. in the morning each Sunday. So Hyojin continuously composed and created the music. Because of music, many young people gathered together. So I remember in the beginning of 2000 or around that time, in the cup, when Hyojinim lead the cup main music was Hyojinim music. Maybe this is your time, our brothers and sisters. When Hyojinim led the Providence, any cup center was listening the Hyojinim music. So really Hyojinim power and spirit was strong. And through music, really we can remember, we can directly feel his spirit and his heart and love toward to parents. So, and do you know this song Mother is mentioning about Let It Blow? This is one of the famous Hyojinim songs. So I found the video. Maybe you heard many times some album and music, but I prepare some together with live video with Hyojinim. So we can remember his heart and his spirit, and also we can find the 심정 through this 효진님's music. So let's listen this music. Just one song. Please enjoy this song. This in Korean is 기적 소리.
놓치지 말아야지. 눈께서 하나씩 나를 찾아야지. 죽음가는 내 가슴은 이걸 위해 뛰어가는 기적소리야. 왜 살아가기에 우리에게 두려움 있을 수 없어요.
Thank you very much. So how was this music? Really, Hyojinim, I really miss him, his spirit and his really passion. Always, when he opened the mouth, always he talking about father and mother. I really can remember his spirit. That's why yesterday we had the Sonfa ceremony, and we could see also the Hyojinim spirit. Those event moment, not only just the imagine or just remember our true father, our Hyojinim, Kunjinim, not only just the remembrance. Important things is how we can inherit this spirit, how we can fulfill their dream instead of them. We will fulfill their dream as my dream, as our heavenly parent dream, as the true parent dream. We will go together. That's why yesterday, really mother share their really strong spirit together with us, and also we could see many video or heart. That's why now we are standing together. If we don't go together, who will really comfort and fulfill our heavenly parents and true parents' wishes and dream? So continuously we share heart and leading and unite with our true mother and really offer the happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. So today we share about yesterday's mother's message, and together with a true mother's autobiography and our Hyojinim spirit. So those are understanding a connection. Let's create the new moment and really offer our nation of Choneguk and nation of heavenly unified Korea and world. So thank you for joining today's morning. Let's create a great day. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka, as always. Yeah, really bringing a lot of life and vibrance to our morning devotion, definitely with Hyojin's music. Yeah. There was lots of things I experienced yesterday and also in today's Hundok. I just highlight a couple of things just to, that stood out. Yesterday during True Mother's message, I noticed someone in the chat, Janine, saying it'd be nice if Reverend Yutaka could translate that for us, because the translation, I believe, during Mother's message, and sometimes it wasn't completely the best it could be. I also noticed during it that sometimes the translator was translating and there was actually a written translation, subtitles, and what the translator was saying in the subtitles were different many times. So you had different comparisons to get. So it'd be good to hear. I believe that Reverend Yutaka could do a really good translation so that we could understand Mother's words more deeply. And one of the things that did catch from the translation is that Mother mentioned about taking an active role in fixing the environment. She made the statement that the earth is eternal. And that struck me that time. We know the earth is eternal, but if we keep on polluting the earth the way that we are, maybe the earth might not be sustainable. It may be eternal, but maybe people might not be able to live on it if we cause an environment that's not helping us to thrive. And so Mother gave the impression, or the interpretation gave the impression, that she would make it happen. She would personally invest into maintaining the environment, and therefore have the eternal garden spread around the earth so that the children can live in the garden. So I was touched by Mother's determination to fix the environment for the future of our children. And with Hyojinim in today's Hundok, Mother's talking about they didn't like Asians and they faced racism and prejudice, and I know that experience myself. But the thing that stood out was Shojanam said that I will protect my father. And he had this indignation and he wanted to fight back. I must admit, for my case, that it took me a long time not to feel ashamed of my parents. Even we were being persecuted and racist remarks and this desire of wanting to fit in and so anyway, it took me a long time, and I feel sorry to my parents that I didn't do what Shojanam did, to stand up strongly to protect my father, my parents. And I remember going to Manhattan Center and hearing Shojanam perform actually on his birthday, and the music's heavy rock in a lot of ways. And I was touched how he said, usually at the end of this, people buy my CD, but because it's my birthday, I'm just going to give you one. And so he gave, I don't know how many people, there was thousands of people in the Manhattan Center, and we all, as we were going out, we all got a CD of Shojanam's music, which I still have today. So yeah, I was very much remembering those things. Thank you, everyone, and open it up to others who would like to share. Thank you. Candice, is that good? Oh, Candice first and then Doug after.
Okay, just a quick thing. I actually just put it on the chat, but I've been, I watched this movie called Kiss the Ground, and I actually think I heard somewhere that Mother has actually watched it, but it's a documentary on climate change and about the methods that we use for farming practices. And in Australia, I'm afraid to tell you that we have done so many things wrong in farming. And the biggest thing is actually exposing the earth, because this actually takes all the topsoil away, and the way that we farm, the roots, it's all in the ground. So we have to, if you watch this movie, Kiss the Ground, I'm sure you'll be amazed at what we can do. Okay, because the trajectory we're on is actually very devastating. And the way we look after the soil is, if we realize the importance of the soil, then our whole life, our whole environment could change. And just tilling the ground like that is not the answer. So we need to watch this movie, become educated, and it's the farmers. We need to educate the farmers. So, and Mother has seen this, so, it is important, and I think we need to be aware. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you, Candice.
Okay.
Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, I'm going to say one thing, some things about Manhattan Center, but I just want to agree with what Candice said. That's coming from her heart, and we all have so much passion. I would like to recommend that leadership provide us with something like an 8 pillars club. Each one of True Mother's pillars form a club around it, and therefore we can meet and discuss along those each particular pillars, because there's so much more that needs to be said by all of our passionate members to be able to understand so many of the things going on. And it would be a lot of fun and a lot of interest, and might prove to be very, very helpful. So the other thing is with Manhattan Center, yeah, I had a front row seat there for a while. I was in charge of a company that actually built, that purchased all the materials for Manhattan Center. At the time, it was a way of saving money. So anything that we had to buy, whether it be steel beams or toilet paper, I bought. And it gave me the opportunity to meet so many different people and hear so many things. I traveled all around New York City doing that. But Manhattan Center was like the Chumpeong of its time, you know. It was through music and through performance. It was the home of the heart, you know, and there was such a feeling. I was overwhelmed going to so many celebrations with Yojinim and so many other things, especially that if I didn't have a guest, I felt like, oh, I can't even go. It's too much love. How can I go in there and receive all that love over and over and over again? And then I can't even find a guest. It was a big turmoil, you know, but the people wouldn't listen to us. They just couldn't. It was so difficult. But Manhattan Center has so many thousands of memories to me. Going back even 47 years, I was on a team in MFT and we separated it, and there on our team was I was the leader, and Louise Joffroy was the team mother. Steve Evans was on the team, and you know that's 47 years back. And then Louise Joffroy wound up becoming the manager for the Manhattan Center, you know, and during the time when Yojinim was there. That was about 10 years after the time that I was there. But all these memories just coming back to me about how amazing it was. And another person that would really have a lot of stories would be Tim Sisterson, you know, about what went on. It was so amazing. It's just so almost too much for me to talk about. I'm gonna have to cut it short, but I just wanted to share my excitement about the flood of memories that were coming to me about that very special place. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you. We got Reverend Seti with his hand up. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, no one was saying anything, so I put my hand up just to share some of some experience with Hyojin. So 86 CARP convention in New York. I went there as a New Zealand CARP representative, and had the first chance to mix and mingle with Hyojin and the CARPies. And I remember, I mean, he was doing Chomdo Sol, which is a Korean martial arts, and also at that time he began this band of second gen, and what it was I think basically he just put these instruments in second gen's hand, and okay, you play the bass, you play like this. And at the beginning, you know, they would come and play for, you know, different functions, you know, holidays or whatever. In the beginning, they sounded awful, actually, terrible. But so I stayed in America as a CARPi and would, you know, move between East Coast and mostly based in the West Coast there in the Bay Area. But every time I saw this new band, you know, Hyojin's band, they were just, you know, they were just getting better and better and better. And then finally, I last time I saw them, I was just blown away. Wow, you know, these kids who were just fumbling around with these instruments in the beginning, looking completely lost, and he had groomed this really amazing band from these second gen kids. So that's one memory I had of Hyojin and his band, and later on also at Ramthanghan Open University in Thailand. There was another CARP convention there, and also a Tongin gathering, world gathering, and that was another chance to see Hyojin and play. So that was a special experience there too. And at that time, they brought in a Thai music, you know, like rock band star, and it was really wonderful occasion for all the young people. So yeah, just a few memories with clergymen I wanted to share. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Seti. Thank you. Yes, Reverend Ito, go ahead. No, that was a mistaken hand go up. Okay. Yes, Mary, go ahead.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, talking about the environment. Last night we had a meeting connected to seismic testing off the coast of King Island. They have it's an American oil company that using seismic testing to find oil and gas less than 20 k's off the coast of King Island. They use a sonic boom, which really causes a lot of damage to the environment. And there was even one of the resource centers in Antarctica heard they recorded the boom even from off the coast of Australia. So it has that sort of impact in a wide range in the ocean. So anyway, we're trying to stop it happening, but at every level it's been approved. The government has absolutely no concern for environmental damage. We've got a major fishing industry off the coast of King Island with rockfish, crayfish, sorry. There was abalone, but there's a big recreational fishing thing in around King Island and off the coast of Tasmania. But nobody, the government just doesn't listen. The mayor of King Island had tried to communicate with all the politicians in Tasmania. She got a response from one person, and that's including handwritten letters. Yeah, and it's all about, and even she said, like just before she left to go to another meeting, she said, but right now we have proposals for grants on the table of different politicians. I will not do anything that will prevent us from getting those grants. So in basically the last minute, she said, I will follow the money trail. I will not let that stop she will not do anything which will stop her getting money. So it seems like the whole thing is about money, you know.
Always.
So a lot of the politicians, they're only thinking about where their money is coming from, the national government or where. So they're basically bought, you know. But anyway, I wanted to read this. I read this right at the very end of the meeting. They said, is there any more comments? So this was from an article I'd already sent in before, but it was connected to research. So I just want to read, a significant mind of the 20th century was Nikola Tesla, who understood the importance of the interconnectedness of science and also the importance of scientific development in harmony with nature, working with natural law and not against it. Unfortunately, Tesla was marginalized due to the selfish motivation of others, and his research and inventions were buried. There are also other inventors who either were bought out or destroyed by corporations and self-centered individuals. A lot of damage has been done as many multinational corporations have pursued their own advancement with their selective scientific research at the expense of the well-being of human beings and the environment.
Please read Father's quote too.
And
Please read Father's quote.
it's too long.
No, you can read it. It's Father's words. Go ahead.
Douglas wants me to read Father's words. It's quite long here.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so it had a quote on, I didn't read this last night, but I gave the paper to the guy from the Wilderness Society of Tasmania who'd come from Hobart for the meeting. So Father says, science should be gravely thorough and rigorous in determining facts, but in the process of utilizing the information and achievements, science should retain its position as one of the areas of human creativity. It should stay within the human realm so that it may be used and controlled and appreciated like works of art and music. When we reflect on the history of the human race, we see that there have been new frontiers in every era, some culminating in the development of literature and others in the blossoming of medicine or other sciences. Yet in the past, development of science and technology has been aimed mainly at the conquest and exploitation of nature. Today, this very science compels us to set a new ethical standard. The new ethic should concern itself with the problems of love for nature and a re-examination of human values and the need for cooperation among human beings. It should attempt to set a new view of value and a new ethical norm, which can bring about an ideal world of harmonious coexistence among all creatures on the earth. The development of science and technology has certain raised issues that invite us to seriously reflect on what is essential for us to remain human and to preserve humanity in our lives. I strongly believe that all of this can be made possible only when every field of scientific technology is mobilized for the benefit of mankind, and when a cooperative spirit of human activity is available on the part of the men who handle the scientific technology, men and women. But that was from Father's speech, Conference of the Unity of the Sciences, November 21st, 1974. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everyone. It's actually that time. We're past that time. Let's offer our unison prayer together. I'll just share the screen. Okay, let's pray. Jew. Thank you, everyone. And have a great day and see you tomorrow.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you.
God bless.
Hey,
Have a
God
blessed
bless.
day.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Anniversary.
Bye.